So I learned that my therapist was afraid to lose her license, and yeah, this is this. That's what that's what this video is going to be about. So I was talking to my current therapist, and I told my current therapist that she should not mention hospitalization anymore, because she was insinuating that she was gonna mention it every time in every session, and she hasn't mentioned it now, so that's good. Like, she's finally stopped. Anyway, she told me some reasons why she mentions hospitalization, and sometimes some reason she was explaining me a lot of things. She was also explaining to me how she could lose her license and blah blah blah, and then how she needs to mention hospitalization or she will lose her license, and then so on. So anyways, she was talking, and then she said something that made me realize that my second therapist, which was kind of like my first therapist, I just did that. Anyways, she made me realize that my first therapist was afraid to lose her license. And here's why. She was telling me, well, yeah, if you ever meet the boss, it's because we need to do that. We need to inform the boss or we will lose our license. And I was like, hey, that's what my second therapist did. I wonder why. And my second therapist made me see the boss because I was going to end therapy. So I was going to end therapy, and okay, sorry. So I was going to end therapy, and I told her I'm not going to come anymore. I'm done with therapy. And it was about 5 months already. And I'm getting a little lost, sorry. Oh yeah, so she's like, well, I need you to speak to my boss. I need you to speak to my boss. And I did. And then the boss gave me a bunch of bullshit. The boss was like, you have this, you have this, you have this, and you have this. Therapy? Okay, she's like, I suggest you still come to therapy. Therapy, for some people, it only takes 8 sessions. For some, it takes a long time. And I was like, okay, I'll still come to therapy, blah blah blah. So yeah, right there, like, after that day, okay, so after that day, my therapist was like, even before that, my therapist was like, oh, maybe I'm the problem. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. Maybe you need to see another therapist. Therapists are different. When you see a therapist, it doesn't work for everyone. Sometimes you need a new therapist, sometimes you don't. Therapy, it doesn't work for everyone, and so on. Like, this bitch just kept saying all that. So therapy with my second therapist, it really wasn't working out because I guess she was afraid to lose her license. And like, I remember every conversation, every time we saw each other, it would be about how she was a problem, how sometimes it doesn't work out. And I'm like, okay, like, anyways, it ended like, so it ended, and then yeah, that's it. So anyways, the moral of the story is, if a therapist is afraid to lose their license, then they're not gonna work out. Like, because with this therapist, she didn't want to hear it. Like, she didn't want to hear it, and it was always the same conversation, and how she was gonna lose her license. Well, she wasn't gonna lose it, but maybe that's what intimidated her, like losing her license, and then that's why, like, it ended and blah blah blah. I don't know. Anyways, with this first therapist, we met again. Okay, with this new therapist that I'm currently seeing, we went for this. We saw each other, right? And then my therapist was like, and I didn't say anything. I was just right there. I went in, sat down, and it was a while. And then she was like, "Well, we can always close the case and open it some other time." And I'm like, I was like, well, in my mind, I was thinking like, what the fuck? Like, did I say I don't want to be here? Did I say that I don't want to see you anymore? Did I say I want to switch therapists? Did I say that it's not working out for me? No. So I was just confused. I was like, well, like, why? I didn't say anything, but I was like, I mean, how are you gonna mention this like without me even saying anything? Like, I didn't even say I didn't want to be there. So why are you mentioning it? Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, I think this new therapist is also afraid to lose their license because, come on, if you want to close my case, then it's because you're afraid. Like, even I didn't say I didn't want to be there. Like, I didn't even mention I don't want to be there. Like, all I've mentioned was that you should not mention hospitalization. That's all I mentioned. In now the sessions we've met, that's the only thing I said. I've never said, "Oh, I'm sick of you. You're annoying me. You annoy me. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to see you. I need a new therapist. I don't want to come to therapy." I have never said any of that. So for this new therapist to tell me that the case should be closed, that it should be closed, and that I could open it some other time, well, you know what I mean? You know, how would you feel? Like it's like, oh, like maybe these people are in for the money. Like they just want to help someone that's maybe has relationship problems. Maybe that's the reason they're there. And I agree, like, so yeah, I mean, I just think that mental health services are a bunch of bullshit and they're not gonna help me. These people, like, yeah, they're not gonna help me. And I went for them for help. They've never helped me. They're dumb. I don't know, like, I don't know what to say, just that therapy and mental health services are stupid and they're pointless. Like, I get why they're there. Like, sorry, I just say candy, and I'm thirsty. So I know why the services are there. Like, they're not there for me. They're not there for many type of people. And I know they're not. I know that they're never gonna help me. And those services are only for people that, for example, are losing their house, are depressed, are stressed, have relationship problems, bullying. That's what they're there for. They're not really there to help me. They could never help me. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like, just, I don't know how to say it, but they can't help me. They could only help me, like, for example, if I was in a relationship and I was in a marriage and everything was not going right, like, oh, or I was losing my house and I was just so stressed, like, because I'm gonna lose my house and I can't just take it anymore. I can't do anything. So I need help with therapy because I can't handle it anymore. And they help you, like, therapy helps you. And with relationships, with bullying and so on, it helps you with that. But other than that, like, with me, I don't see a way they could help me. Like, you could try and help me, but you're not gonna help me. Mental health services that I've been to can't help me. And I know because I've been to health services. They don't help you. Like, all they do is talk. Like, all you could do is talk. Like, okay, so I don't need to talk. Like, that's not my problem. Like, it's something. I guess it's something else. It's like it's something that you can't help me with. So I could talk, 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 but at the end of the day, you're not gonna help me. You can't help me. You could try and help me, but you're not gonna help me. Like, I don't need therapy. Like, if I would have needed therapy, then I would have needed it. I would have been done with therapy. I would have been, what's the word? Perfect, I guess. Fixed. I would have been fixed. But I don't know. Based on my experience, like, they haven't helped me. They won't be able to help me. Like, and then they get all like, they get all like like this, like, how do you say it? Like, very traumatized, not traumatized, like very what's the word? Paranoid. They get very paranoid. Like, when I say stuff, they're paranoid. Like, okay, and then they start sometimes threatening me with hospitalization and so on. And I'm like, okay, I'm just talking. Like, why are you? Like, I'm just talking, and then they start saying a bunch of stuff that it's annoying because it's like, I'm just talking. If, for example, like, this is me talking and this, what I'm saying, these are my thoughts or whatever. And then, like, I don't know. Just, if you were in my shoes, you would know what I mean, but you're not, no one is. But you should see how these people get very paranoid. And that's why I don't tell these people a lot of things, because they get very paranoid and it's on your record. So it's always good to keep things in your mind and never let them out. If you're gonna let things out, then let them out when you're ready or when you're done. Like, if you're done, then let them out. Let it happen. So that's why, and then, like, I made this video 5 times. And I kept being interrupted, and then just so on and so on. So this is my 5th time making it, and I don't know what to say. All I know is that I'm done. This is the last time I want to make it. Like, if it doesn't work out, then I'm not going to upload it. But I'm going to upload it, I think. Hopefully it turns out good. Okay, bye.